Here we go. 2 plays. We have the, can't be putting my knee up like that. I'll put my feet up over there. I've got the podcast going. I've got the video going. Welcome to Kinitrology, the study of incentives. Ooh, a novel field of study created by this idiot. See where it gets me. It probably won't get me anywhere, but I don't care. Today, you clicked on it. Oh dear, what's it about again? Yeah, what's it about again? I do know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Yes. Attention spans. There was a recent podcast that I listened to. Played podcast. Was it Valerie? No, it wasn't Valerie. Wasn't John? Wasn't Dr. Kenny? Who was it? Anyway, Jean. No, it wasn't Jean. Gloria someone on the Chris Williamson podcast, Modern Wisdom. It was very interesting. All Chris Williamson with Modern Wisdom is a very well put together podcast series, and I advocate to listen to it. So, Dr. Gloria such and such, apologies, but attention spans, and I thought about it. They brought out all these particular metrics, how long it takes for somebody to look at a website, at a screen, and then flick, turn, change, distraction, whatever. And this Dr. Gloria had this, was it 2004? Was it 2001? I'm going to go for 2004. Apparently, the average time spent on a web page, on a screen, before I'm done, next, 2.5 minutes. Right, okay. On a website, on a web page, yeah. Screen. I'm going to go for screen, that particular stimuli, right? By 2011, that had pretty much, is it half? 120, 115, 115, 75. So just over half. So, just under half. So 75 seconds. It went from 2. I'm going to go for 2 minutes 15. Anyway, don't get me too fixated on how long it took. So between 2 minutes 15 and 2 minutes 30 for the 2004 study. 2011, 75 seconds, 1 minute 15. Did I say hours before? 1 minute 15 per web page, or per stimulus on a web page. Flick, next. And then 2018, 19, was it 2020? In there somewhere, we are now spending 42 seconds-ish on a screen before we leave that screen. And I actually witnessed this with my own website, Concierge Health Advisor. That's another space that I have, right? And I'm actually all of a sudden conscious. I had some eggies before for dinner, and I spilt some. So it was I had this great shirt ready to do the podcast, and I spilled some eggies on it, and they can go, shove it. I'm not going to change it. So 42 seconds, hey? So, and I thought about it. I thought, that's interesting. I thought, yes, that is the times. And I thought, yes, that is the case for me. But then I thought, and here comes the related part of what Kinitrology part of this attention deficit, attention span degradation, attention span reduction, why it's reduced, because we're responding to the reduction, I believe. Okay, so the the 2 minutes, say, and then it reduced to 1 minute 15. Well, basically, I believe, and then even more so with the current 40 seconds, and half of those 40 seconds, the average is 40 seconds, half of those are way under 40 seconds, right? So we are spending less and less time on screens. But 2004, 2011, and let's say 2019, the amount of, don't tell me, I'm still going, I thought the podcast was, so our stimulus has changed. So of course we're spending less time on a screen. Screens in 2004, I recall, I know, I was one of the first adopters of internet. What's this internet? Ooh. And very basic. No advertising, very basic. Text, well, I was text-based. It didn't take too long for porn to enter the picture with a lot more bandwidth and all that sort of thing. Oh, I know. Oh, gee. And so what's changed in that progression, 2004, 2011, 2019, is the stimuli is also different. More advertising in 2011. More advertising in 2019. The clickbait-ish, the clickbaity stimuli that we get is stealing our time. We see, I don't know, let's have a look. I'm going to go into Google, right? What's showing up here? Uber puts, don't you hate that? It's got a new, like this news story there, and it goes over to other news stories when you haven't even had time to have a look at that one. Anyway, can anyone be more stupid? Athlete nearly loses life after man walks dog on the track. I see. And you click on it, right? That's the first one that comes up. So I'm not cheating. Whatever I do with, because later in this new format, this new quality format, it's not the content, right? They say, oh no. I just heard my, I didn't change my headphones. Anyway, so the sound might change with the quality. Apologies. So what comes up is essentially sports.com. So I want you to, it's got the mirror thing. Apologies, but become a member. Click here, sign up, right? So clickbait, right? Let's read the. So you go into it and it's come on. Then it's got ads, and then come on, I want to get what suddenly second paragraph. So nothing really. And then there's all these Twitter things like likes and all that sort of thing. People don't want to see that. They just want to see what happened, what, when, where, why did he run onto the track? You know, if that makes news. Like I don't know. What's another one here? We've got Churchill now. Churchill on an article. So Inc. magazine. Haven't heard of that. How emotionally intelligent people use the Winston Churchill rule to become exceptionally. You go into what the rest of the article was, right? Exceptionally persuasive. So you go into wow, I'm going down several paragraphs and it didn't hit me with any ads and whatnot. So, and being this day in 2023, it's no accident. The whole get your web page on the first page, all that sort of thing, guaranteed, and you pay whatever to the web creators and the advertisers, that sort of thing. I'm just trying to see if anything jumps out to note in that article. Do you really think that Churchill came up with those blood, toil, tears and sweat, or fight them on the beaches, well, all that sort of thing, right? I don't know. Poetry with emotional intelligence. Hearing versus feeling. Oh my goodness. And that passes, right, to get onto your attention span. That would have actually taken more than 40 seconds, right? Here's another one. This is an indication what you click on, and it comes up with related subject matter. So, oh yeah, here we go. Did I click on any fitness stuff? You only need 2 moves and 2 dumbbells to pack on upper body muscle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See that? So how does that come up? Anyway. Lifting over your head. Then back to the ads, okay? How to do this workout. Supersetting. Then you get more bloody ads, dumbbell shoulder press. Then you get bent over row, so push pull. Actually, before I started going to the gym 5 months ago-ish, maybe more now, that's all I did for a couple of years, like a superset, 45 seconds a day. Every second day, 90 seconds, but average, 45 seconds a day. That's all I was doing, and yeah, so there you go. There's a bit of a flourish for what's good to do. A push and a pull. I did my pushes with the, what is it on the floor? What's it called again? Bench. It's not bench. Push-ups. And then a set of biceps and the military press or the shoulder press. So anyway, there you go. Many ads, those 2 exercises, and that's it. Like the dumbbell raises and the shoulder press. Anyway, so that was that article. So just that's the quick sample without preparing. That's what we came up with. What grabs your attention? The Churchill one would have spent more time. I would have spent more time on it because it didn't hit you with ads. It was interesting. Where the other 2 was like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Backspace. Backspace and what's next type thing. This is an indication what I've looked at before. As in, Google puts stuff in front of your eyes, right? So 15 habits to achieve a better work-life balance. Far out, I hate balance. Anyway, so attention spans. It's not us that's losing attention. It's that the stimuli, the quality, there's my big leg on the screen again. The quality of the stimuli is making us move, and the format that the print, blogs and all that sort of thing, these sort of articles that come up with clickbait all the time, and you just want to get down to the bottom of the story. You click on that and it's not part of the story. Don't you hate that? And then TikTok, 30-second, 60-second reels, Facebook reels, shorts with YouTube. The big tech companies create a 30-second new average, say 15 seconds and 1 minute real shorts they have on YouTube, I think. Well, they're the ones that I've been able to create. Like, you get a choice, 15 second or 1 minute sort of thing. And it's not us, it's them. It's the institution, the print, the whatever stimuli you're going into, and the advertisers. When you don't want to see all this advertising, and it's the first couple of paragraphs. Come on, get to it, and then there's advertising, and then this wasn't about that. Of course, you're going to move on. 2 minutes, no. You're lucky to get 20 seconds, right? So I thought about this Gloria on Dr. Gloria on Chris Williams' show, and attention spans. It's not us creating it. It's us absorbing that particular stimuli, and there's a lot more stimuli behind that after that, and we are fine in cutting it down from 2 minutes to bloody half a minute, say, because the average is 40. A lot of that is 15 seconds and even less. So that's that challenge to the idea that we've gone from 2 minutes to 75 seconds to 40 seconds and that sort of thing, and that's right. It's not. I don't think it's us. If screens were long form, not advertising, good luck on that. Quality, what we're after, all that sort of thing. And if there was only long form YouTube or TikTok, there was no hard stops at a minute, say, I don't know, what's TikTok, 30 seconds or a minute, and we could probably spend more time. And if there wasn't so many reels, shorts after the one you just watched, just swipe up or swipe left or right. I don't know. I forget. I think it's swipe up. And if they're all 30 seconds, well, of course the average is going to drop to 30 seconds. And when you bring up Google and, this is interesting, before you start searching in your field, this is interesting. Is Uber playing fair in New Zealand? An investigation documentary, investigative documentary into Uber by John Campbell. QT offers practical learning, and then you get it's sponsored, right? So you click on it. What practical learning? And the person that didn't see the sponsored part realizes it's sponsored. It's a promo, and then you get that sort of thing, and then you're off. You're off that screen. So no wonder it's gone from 2 minutes to bloody 40 seconds, right? And let's bring in kids on board. Yes, because we're not interesting enough. Maybe we should bring long form into concise shorts of, you should do the dishes. You should do the dishes, because why not help out? And then if you can help with that, I can help with, I can do that. Bingo bongo, we can watch shorts together. We can, I don't know, play Monopoly, whatever, right? You spend more time with your kids rather than the whole arguing thing. On board, boring. If you, challenge your kids, be better, talk about the next day, preparation, that sort of thing, and maybe you won't be boring. Be interested in what they're doing in their sport, in their music, in their whatever, story writing. And so what made you write about that? What made you make that move in that netball game, soccer game? What made you, in that 800 meters go hard at the start? You ran out of puff type thing. I noticed you were a bit despondent, a bit unhappy, like, did something happen at school? Like, be interested. Okay, that's the kids thing. I've exhausted that in a prior episode. People switch off in speeches. Maybe the person doing the speech wasn't that compelling, wasn't very interesting perhaps. I'm conscious of umming. I got clocked at something like 53 ums in 4 minutes once. So there you go. Attention spans, it's not us, it's the stimuli. Okay? That's the moral of today into the 20th minute. So we have all these articles. Should I go news? And then I'll pick the news tab on Google. Latest news, Australia live, budgets and difficult another budget, like a state budget. Then there's sport. Today in history. Since when has that been near the top of the the news thing. So clicks equals visibility on the front page. Incentives. Anyone paying you money to advertise gets front page. If TikTok is skillful enough to get the attention of your kids, and you aren't skillful enough to engage your kids, well, TikTok wins at the age of 12 and 15 and yada, yada, yada. One that I'm reading in silence. I'm sorry, I got this new format. I realised I was being silent while reading it because I'm not a very good out loud reader, and I don't want to stuff it up, but I stuffed it with all the silence. Yes, you podcast people. So there's one here. A South Australian district court judge resigns amid investigation into complaints about his conduct. What sort of conduct? Anyone would like to take a guess? You know how there's key points, like they have key points. Nothing to do with what he did. It doesn't smack you in the head. Am I upset enough that I haven't seen anything straight away? I might leave the page. That was 15 seconds, say. Into a complaint. So that's code for, like, they're not going to say what the complaint was over, right? I'm trying to still gauge. Yep, when it wasn't in that first paragraph in the key points, game over. And then only after a few short paragraphs, it goes into other stories, advertising, gone. Not even 45 seconds, right? You see? So it's not us. It's not us. And it's not our kids. This generation is fine. It's us. Maybe I call it the younger man's curse, but younger parent curse as well, where I've got to get this done. You work, pick up your kids from daycare, bath, eat, argue, homework, go to bed, don't want to go to bed, slap. Terrible state of affairs. Something probably needs to change with the kids thing, and I'm hijacking this episode on the kids thing, and I've just done a kids episode anyway. So the incentive of spending less time on screens is because that's the stimuli. You know there's more. There's heaps more. Massive amounts. Back in 2004 with an earlier study, there's not that much. There was no TikTok, no Facebook, no Reels, no YouTube, right? And you sit there, this is interesting, and you read. No advertising. Well, very little, 2004. Internet, 1995. That's when I dabbled in it, and there was no bloody advertising. Hastings Street trying to get ahead of potential hepatitis A outbreak. I can't even fathom what incentive makes that become one of the top stories, you know. A slow news day. Yeah. So attention spans, 3-hour university lectures down to 2 hours now. I'm sure that's not, there's nothing in that, I don't think. Kids generally have 15-20 minute sort of attention span, depending on the engagement of the professor, the lecturer, right? Sporting, politics, Formula One, all that sort of thing. And the next page, private hospital in the shite into administrators' hands. So my delving into incentives and news stories isn't quite working. I'm not sharp enough, you see, to this equals that incentive, that's why it's there, and the intent, all that sort of thing. So that was my intention. Kate shuts down Harry with one sentence. Oh my goodness. I'd love to click on that. Not. So, with this terrible attempt, maybe in what way can I perhaps improve this part of the thought of having this episode where just go into news items. Oh yeah, I wonder why they did that. Incentives, right? Melbourne family catches COVID-19 14 times. Stop testing and you won't have COVID, Trump says. Woohoo! Right. I'm not sure if I'll continue on this sort of thing. I thought I'd be talented enough. To pick a story and say, oh, that's why it happened, because there's the incentive. We respond to incentives. And the incentive of those shorter lifespans is because there's plenty after that screen that you find is boring. And when someone starts to glaze over what you're talking about, you're just not giving them any reason for them to listen any longer. You're boring, right? So there's a reason why apparently we have lower attention spans, shorter attention spans. Not really, because guess what? Back in legacy media, older style media, you know, those 3 and 6 minute type current affair segments and news stories, and well, more like 30 seconds for the news stories, right? People just hear it. Oh yeah, next. It was pretty much like a TikTok thing, right? With the news, and then you get those 6 or 8 ads. But now with YouTube, they got 2, 3, 4 hour interviews going on, and there's plenty of people watching those interviews in chat shows and the like, depending on the sort of subject matter. You get the 20-minute. Recently thinking about riding a electric unicycle, and there's 20-minute things with the unicycle thing on YouTube, and I've been watching that, and it's not 4 hours, but Joe Rogan, 2, 3, 4 hour interviews. There's Lex Fridman, 2, 3, 4 hour interviews. I'm actually doing an interview tomorrow. Oh, what a concept. Tomorrow you're going to see if it lands tomorrow, if it uploads in time rather. So it'll be unexpected, and an unexpected setup. The recipient, the participant in the interview won't know what's hit them. It'll be in the guise of just having a chin wag, but I'll slip in what I'm trying to do in this Kinitrology space. So that's it. The moral of today with attention spans, they aren't getting shorter. We just want to get on with it. We just want the next kick, the next dopamine hit. It's not a hit. Dopamine is there to continue looking for more interesting stuff. Okay. There you go. How's the attempt going to be with looking at news and then making something of it in future? Should I do this? No, I don't think so. Right. I've decided I won't do it, and I'm getting to the bottom of page 3. Man to face 21 charges over club burglaries. I can't think of any incentive to talk out of that example. So, that's it. Until tomorrow, hopefully. I missed yesterday because I was flat out. So, until tomorrow, hopefully. Ciao for now, while I look for the stop buttons 1 and 2. Bye-bye.